Hello, I'm Coach Shelby Chrisman-Forza. I'm the head women's soccer coach here at Eureka College. Some of you may or may not know that I am actually international, and all of my side of the family resides at home in Toronto, Canada. So today I want to take all the crazy stuff that is happening in the world and, talk about the woman who has guided me to who I am and where I am today, my mom. So today on Mother's Day, I'm honoring my mom, Cindy Norkett, and aka Eureka Soccer's #1 fan. Mom, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today and, help showcase our team and everything you've helped me do.
You're welcome, baby.
So first, how long have I been playing soccer?
You've been playing soccer since you were 5.
Very good.
You saw a tournament and went, I want to do that, mommy. And that was the end of that. You've been playing ever since.
Do you still have some of those old first time boots and jerseys?
I have them all. First shirt.
Yep.
Yeah. It was pink and it was cute.
I really like the sleeves. The sleeves are definitely my favorite thing.
And then your first set of boots that are in your memory box.
They're so small.
Look. They're tiny.
Oh my God.
I have them and I pulled them out of your memory box because they were your first set of boots. And I knew that they were going to be important down the road.
Yeah. So jumping
have them
ahead,
bronzed or something.
One day, maybe one. Jumping ahead, let's talk about my college experience. What was that like for you when I was playing at Wingate in North Carolina?
It was really hard because you were away from home. And then I remember you called me in October and went, I'm accosting people on the street, Mommy, with the dogs. So I figured you were missing the puppies. So Neil and I got in the car, brought Bella down, and I said, well, just open the door. And you went, what door? And I went, didn't matter. And out she popped. So,
one of my favorite memories, besides Bella coming down, was when you came to my senior game at Wingate. Was that probably the only time you got to see me play in person?
Yeah, I mean, I was there a few times, but you didn't play. But that time I did get to play.
But you watched all of my college games.
I had to. I had to get techie. And that was really, it was hard for me because, I had a cell phone, didn't really know how to use it. Had computer, didn't really know how to use it. But I learned real quick. I never missed any of your games unless they weren't televised at all.
So I want to talk about my transition from playing to coaching, because I know it still took a while because I was still playing after college and stuff. But what was it like for you when I decided that coaching was my career path and knowing that I probably couldn't have that at home?
It was hard. It's hard being away from you. I'm sure it's hard because now you have another life in a different country and you're not here. And I just went here.
I started coaching in Georgia and I fell in love with it and I couldn't stop. But even in that transition now to even in Eureka, it's a little bit closer to home, but It's a Division III program. And now I'm the head coach. So I want to talk about, because we're so financially bound and stuff, do you remember what you told me about my grades in soccer when I was itty bitty or even through high school?
Yes. Always. Grades come first, soccer comes second. And if the grades weren't there, soccer didn't happen.
Yeah, because I will always remember that. And actually that sparks part of our culture here now. On the Eureka women's team is that grades are numero uno. They're #1 and they're so important that if they're not as good as I know that they can be from you guys, then soccer is the first thing to go. We're going to transition and focus on your grades then. And that's all because of you. And I will never forget that.
Well, it was the one thing that I could take away, that I was guaranteed for you to start pulling up your grades. So, because you loved it so much, and those were the rules. Your homework had to be done, your grades had to be up, and if I didn't think that you were pulling your weight, then soccer was the first thing to go, and lo and behold, it worked every single time.
And it's funny because I know some of my current players call me mom off the field. I'm like a second mom at college for them. But I like all these different things. You can tell, like, communication, that's something between you and me that we really had to take advantage of because we weren't physically next to each other anymore.
Well, I think that for us, we talk every day. And if I don't hear from you for 1 or 2 days, I know that there's something wrong. So I'm right away texting, but I think communication, you have to be in touch every single day, because even it's just hey, how are you? How was your day? That I think is a key component to staying close, because I think we are still really close. I know you know what goes on at home. I know what goes on in your home.
Yeah. And what's on with the team, because even like today I was texting you like, we got another commit, like that is.
And I was like, woohoo!
Yeah. So
yeah.
Like everything, even a lot of my players can attest to me being on the phone after a game, and it's normally I'm talking to you and Neil about what happened or what the ref could have done better, all these different things. Do you think you've influenced the culture that I've been able to create here so far at Eureka?
Well, I'm hoping, because I brought you up, right? So
you did. You did.
I'm thinking that has to translate. And I think that from all the coaches that you had, you've pulled the best parts and you work on that.
I think having you and always pulling out the positives, even, when I'm having such adversity, if it's on the field or in life, like being able to communicate with you has really helped me, and it's helped me develop this type of culture, this family culture that I wanted to bring here. And I really think we've been successful this year, even though we haven't had a great season. I think.
Hey, we won a game. Come on.
We did.
We
did. That it was definitely the up thing. I think we really came together, and retention has been really high, and I come to. And I think that always comes from, knowing that everyone that we have touched as a family, even, back in Sparks, which is for many of the US people watching, it's like Girl Scouts here, but it's the tiny version. And even from then, everyone who was a part of it was family, and it wasn't just the girls, it was their extension of their families too. And you really taught me that. Do you remember all that?
Yes, I remember that. Do you remember when we were coaching the team that one year, and we had one girl and nobody would talk to her, and she was so shy, and I just put the little bug in your ear saying, Shelby, you need to go and sit with her. And she started chatting away to you, and all of a sudden she became the center of the team. And you could just see how she opened up and blossomed, and it was lovely, right? So being able to recognize stuff like that is really important.
Yeah, and I think I've definitely tried to bring everything that you taught me that way, even from something that's completely not soccer related, into our new family here at Eureka. And I think that has really been helpful. Mom, if you could give advice to all the moms of college athletes out there, what would it be?
Stay in touch. Make your kids talk to you, because you know what, kids are really good, and I know that my daughter is the greatest one for doing this. If I don't answer right away, she blows up my phone. And I get, Mom, 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 Mom. And you know what? To all the moms out there, do it back. Make them talk to you. And you don't let them know that you're there as a sounding board, or even if you just need a little pep talk, or that moms are important, you know.
Absolutely. Especially on Mother's Day. So Mom, I want to thank you so much for everything that you've done to help me become the person that I am, and to help bring this family culture into our new home here at Eureka. And we're really excited for you to watch our season this, and, you know, be a part of that from afar. And thank you for everything that you do for me. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done. And this is kind of my giving back to you and showing you how much you've influenced me, not only as a person, but as a coach also.
Oh, now you're going to make me cry.
Yeah, you can't cry because I'm going to cry. Bye, Mom.
Bye.